That's what happened. The law here gave the man a mindset that he can approach this child and attack him. Educate yourself. A fool answers before he hears the whole matter. Research. Understand what's going on in this case. Make sure you don't speak out of turn. But I tell you now, I stand right here and tell you now, there's something wrong with our law. We can all get involved. You're my neighbor. My son has to go to school with your son. My son has to work with your son. My son has to step with your son. And I didn't just buy this hoodie. I go to school in this hoodie. I go to church in this hoodie. It's not about my clothes, but it's all about opening up your mouth and introducing yourself. Not everybody is going to like you. Not everybody's going to agree with you, and people are still passing their hate along. But if you open your mouth and say hello to me, I'll say hello to back. It was his neighbor. He was right down the road from his house. He's the neighborhood watch. I'm glad to hear that Obama and the White House is now moving to make committees to make people responsible if they want to be committed to protect their community. This man didn't have training. He was a coward. You shoot a 17-year-old? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to give you my emotion, but I'm trying to hear all the facts. And I'm tired of people trying to say it's this, is that, is this and that. There's been a breakdown of the law. If the law was correct, we wouldn't be here today. And it's people writing our laws in the White House that are dictating how we live. You get emotional, you put up your fist, direct your anger in the right way. Learn the law, call your congressman, call your president, and most of all, pray. This nation began with the scripture in its law. They have taken the wisdom of God out of the law, the court out of the rooms, and now they want to move in God we trust off of our currency. I'm telling you, Romans 13, the first 3 verses, you need to read and understand. God's the first authority, then it comes to who he put in charge, and that's President Obama. And the ones you put in office, God allowed them to be there. You better tell them they better take the wisdom of God and put it in our law, back in the law. You can't tell me it's the wisdom of God. Oh, that man got shot. That was some man's wisdom, not God's wisdom. The man talked about love. You got to do it. If I get hit, you still got to love. What's it going to promote? Really, what's it going to promote? If we can look at history, since we are a scientific community and it's evidence, what has it done? Hate's not going on anywhere. You got to get out and know your neighbor. Stop walking by your neighbor. If your neighbor needs help, help him. I'm telling the truth, and I hope you people listen, and I hope you understand. I'm not going to send my son out fearing anybody. I will send my son out respecting his neighbors. He's not going to have to cross the street because he's afraid to walk by you. That's not my son. That's not what I teach him, and I refuse to. So I hope you people get involved in the process, legal research. Find out what's going on in this case. There's both sides, and it's all blurry. But this man needs to, at least he needs to be in protective custody, if not jail. They need to hold him accountable. That's all I have to say.